Morocco, the West Coast maverick of the Arab world. If Morocco were a person, it would be the stylish relative who shows up at family events wearing something unexpected, telling fascinating stories from faraway lands. Everyone knows bits and pieces: Casablanca's cinematic charm, Marrakesh's bustling souks, steaming plates of couscous, and the fez hat, which, spoiler alert, didn't even originate here. But Morocco is so much more than its postcard images. It's perched at the far northwest corner of Africa, in a region known as the Maghreb. To the west lies the wild Atlantic, to the north, the sparkling Mediterranean. Between Morocco and Spain, the Strait of Gibraltar squeezes down to just 13 kilometers, close enough that on a clear day, you can see across to Europe. Rabat, the calm and coastal capital, sits just south of Casablanca, Morocco's largest city and main economic hub. Other big names on the map include Fez, Tangier, and Marrakesh, all cities that weave together Morocco's layered history and modern ambitions. But geography here isn't just about mountains and coastlines, it's also about borders that spark debates. The most complex case is Western Sahara, a vast desert region rich in minerals and offshore oil. Morocco controls most of it, including the major towns and nearly the entire coastline, while the Polisario Front claims independence for the territory. The two are separated by the sand wall, a fortified barrier that stretches across the dunes. Outside powers tread carefully, with some supporting autonomy under Morocco, but none officially granting it full sovereignty. As if that weren't enough, Morocco also shares a complicated history with Spain. Along the Mediterranean coast, Spain still holds small territories, Ceuta, Melilla, and a scattering of tiny islands and rocky outposts. To Morocco, these are reminders of a colonial past; to Spain, they are integral parts of its nation. Step beyond the politics, though, and Morocco unfolds into a land of striking contrasts. The Rif Mountains in the north give way to the Middle and High Atlas Ranges, where snowy peaks like Mount Toubkal, the highest in North Africa, overlook valleys dotted with villages. South of the mountains, the terrain dries into rocky plateaus and, eventually, the sands of the Sahara. In between lie fertile plains, rivers like the Draa winding to the Atlantic, and reservoirs feeding green farmland. Nature here is full of surprises: forests with wild boars, macaque monkeys, and the famous tree-climbing goats near Tamri. Sadly, some species, like the Barbary lion, have vanished from the wild. Morocco is also a powerhouse in resources. It holds about 3/4 of the world's known phosphate reserves, leads Africa in sardine exports, and even dominates the legal global trade in hashish production. And while cannabis is technically banned, the fields still thrive in certain regions. Culturally, Morocco is a vibrant blend. While Arabic is official, the indigenous Amazigh, Berber, identity runs deep, with its own languages, traditions, and distinctive geometric script that decorates signs and public buildings. Most Moroccans are multilingual, switching between Darija, a Moroccan Arabic dialect heavily shaped by Amazigh, Standard Arabic, and French. Religion is predominantly Sunni Islam, but Morocco's Jewish community, once the largest in the Arab world, still leaves its mark through preserved synagogues and cultural heritage. Daily life here swirls with color and flavor, markets fragrant with spices, the steam of tagines lifting from clay pots, bowls of couscous shared at family gatherings, glasses of sweet mint tea poured with theatrical flair. Architecture ranges from intricate Islamic courtyards and ancient medinas to the monumental Hassan II Mosque in Casablanca, whose minaret towers higher than any other in the world. Morocco's connections stretch far beyond Africa. It was the first country to recognize the United States as an independent nation back in 1777, and its ties to France remain strong despite the past colonial chapter. Spain remains both a trading partner and a rival, while Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia maintain close political and economic links. In the end, Morocco is a land of meeting points, where mountains meet desert, Africa meets Europe, tradition meets modernity. It's not just an Arab country or a North African state, it's its own bold character, one that refuses to fit neatly into any single box.